Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I filmed my everyday work makeup routine. I got a request to film my everyday work makeup since I kind of mentioned in my winter favorites the products that I use for every day. I decided to film it for you guys. I think in total, let me count real quick. I only use 6 products to achieve this everyday look. So if you guys want to see how to do this, just keep watching. Okay, excuse my eye, it's red. I put my contact in this morning and it just instant pain. If any of you guys wear contacts out there, you feel my pain, you don't know what caused it, you don't know what to do. And now my eye's just red and I can't find my eye drops, so just excuse this problem eye. I already applied my moisturizer, which is the Murad Oil and Pore Control Mattifier, and this has an SPF of 45 in it. And I followed that with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. Been loving this stuff. I still get pretty greasy by the end of the day with this, but I really do like it. Now let me pause real quick, and for those who don't know, I do work a Monday through Friday job. I actually start at 7 in the morning, so I personally just wanted to make my routine super easy, super fast. I don't want to take a lot of time on it in the morning. I just kind of want to get up and go. Now, before I did used to use liquid foundation and then set it with a powder. Not that I don't care what I look like at work, but I don't need to put all of that extra time and effort into my face, if that makes sense. I just really wanted a way to make my routine a little bit faster. For me, I just didn't need all those steps of liquid foundation, concealer, setting the powder. So this is just what has worked for me for my type of job. Everybody is gonna be different. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are days when I still do liquid foundation, but that's like once every few months. If I have somewhere to go after work, I'll throw on liquid foundation. If I have a really important meeting, I'll do a little bit of extra foundation. But for me personally, day to day, this is what works for me. First product that I use is concealer. Like I said, I don't use a liquid, so I just go straight in with concealer. I would say it's been about 6 months since I've been just strictly doing powder foundation, and I've been loving it. But what's funny is in my last video, my winter favorites, which I will link down below if you haven't seen that yet, I talk about this concealer and how I don't use it every day because it's too heavy coverage. What I found is with this powder foundation, I did want a little bit of coverage. Since I'm just using powder, I do like to go a little bit heavier on my concealer just to make it look like I'm awake, since I don't have that extra layer of foundation. So I use the Benefit Boi-ing Cakeless Concealer in the number 5 right under my eyes. I just dab a little bit on the inner corner and then I buff it out with a concealer brush. And then what I do is I'll just take whatever's left on the brush and kind of go in my red areas. My allergies have been acting up, so my nose area is a red, so I'll just take whatever's left and buff it on my red areas. And then I take this brush. Any kind of powder, really dense kabuki brush will work. The denser the brush, the more coverage you're going to get. It's a really old brush. It's the Sephora brand mineral powder brush. You've seen this in my video before. It's the Makeup Forever. I always forget the name of this. I think it's like the matte velvet powder. I'll put the color down below. So I pick up some powder and I just start buffing it onto the skin. Okay, so that took just a few seconds, and for the concealer, I avoid the concealer area. I don't actually need to set this. It doesn't crease on me, so I just leave it so it looks a little bit more natural. As you can see, because I went to Hawaii, my skin is a little bit lighter, so I do warm it up with a little bit of bronzer in just a bit. So next I'm going to do my brows, and for my brows I actually just use powder day to day. I don't feel like I need to use like a waterproof gel that I use on the weekend. Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder in the shade number 3. clean it up with a little bit of concealer. Brows are on. Now we're going to warm up the skin and we're going to use a matte bronzer. My favorite bronzer is the Hoola by Benefit. As you can tell, I'm almost out. I'm just going to use this big fluffy brush. This is from Morphe, but the number rubbed off. So just go right up underneath the cheekbones, and since it's a big fluffier brush, it's not going to concentrate the product too much in one area. And then I take whatever is left on the brush and just brush it up against my temples. Last but not least, we're gonna add a little bit of highlighter just to give some life to the skin. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in Molten Gold. And that is it for my everyday quick and easy makeup look. In the morning, this probably takes me anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, just depending on how quick I go. Of course, this is what I do every day, so the more you do it, the quicker you will become at it. And of course, as you know, I have lash extensions, so that in itself saves me tons of time. When I don't have lash extensions on, I do apply mascara and a natural set of wispy lashes every day. So as you can imagine, lashes do save me a lot of time in the morning. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Why is the intro the hardest part? And now I'm all sweaty. For